markets was acting all along. I mean, an impending merger among the 12 public sector banks, according to the minister. India definitely needs lots of big and world class banks, and the government has already begun the work on it by initiating discussions with the Reserve Bank of India. And banks are going to be seeing how public sector bank amalgamation can now be taken forward. For more on this, we're also joined by my colleague. But let's first listen into what Finance Minister had to say.
India needs a lot of big banks, world-class banks. And for that, of course, we will have to sit and talk with the Reserve Bank and also with the banks themselves to see how they want to take it forward. And also discuss with RBI about how they have a idea of taking or idea of building larger banks. So there's a lot of work to do prior to my saying, yes, I've taken a call or government is looking at this way or that way. And in that, work has already commenced. We are discussing with RBI, we are discussing with banks. It's not by creating from among those which exist today just by amalgamation. That can also be one of the route. But you need an ecosystem and also an environment in which more banks can operate and operate to grow. So that environment is actually well established in India, but I need it to be a bit more dynamic. So some work is happening on it.
Coming to you, Mahesh, on PSU banks, what exactly is your thought there? And are you looking at the space positively as well?
Oh, absolutely. I think our take is that purely based on numbers and earnings delivery has been stellar for PSU banks so far. And on all counts, I think if you're looking at advanced deposit growth, if you're looking at the CASA deterioration, which is largely behind us, the provisioning and the excess provisioning that they've done on their balance sheet, the stability in asset quality. And therefore, I think the commentaries that are coming through in terms of NIMs and spreads being maintained or that the banks will be able to maintain and decent growth going forward with valuations and risk reward at their side. I think the rating, rankings, institution holding parameters that we see in markets of India all look good. Obviously, I think how the dynamics will work going forward in terms of mergers for each individual bank will depend on the ratios that ultimately get worked out. But generally, as a space, we remain extremely constructive.
Okay. Let me also go across to my colleague Karishma yet again to give us all those details as far as the PSU banks merge. What could be the timeline?
In fact, consolidation has been actually bring it down to close to 8 or 9 of these. In fact,